Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Goku's house from the Dragon Ball series. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. If you are new around here, please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and click that little bell next to the subscription button. That'd ensure that you get all my stuff sent directly to your sub box. But without any further ado, let's get started. Now, just before we start building, everybody, here are all of the materials that we will need to make Goku's house. Please do make sure that you have access to all of those materials and enough of them as well. The amount of space required to make Goku's house is a 15 by 19 block area as represented by the white concrete grid on the ground. Do feel free to make this grid in your world if you do feel as though it may help you out. And that's it. Pause the video if you have to. Make sure you got all that stuff. Make sure you got enough room to make it. Make sure you're ready. And once you are, we can begin. Step 1, Dragon Ball friends. Come all the way over to the front left-hand corner of your grid, if you've made it, and count backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place a block of quartz on the ground and extend it backwards by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place 2 block of quartz going up and to the right. Place 4 going across to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place 2 block of quartz going down and to the right. And then go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place 2 block of quartz going down and to the left. 4 going left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 joining together like this to make a circle. We then want to take this circle and we want to place another layer of block of quartz directly on top of it. And as a matter of fact, we don't only just want to place one layer, ladies and gentlemen, we will want to place 2 layers in total on top of our circle right here. So we want to have this. Perfect. What we now want to do is shape the top of this very much like an igloo, and we want to use quartz slabs. And we want to place quartz slabs going all the way around the inside of the top of our circle. So as I mentioned, this is pretty much akin to an igloo. If you can make this, you can make an igloo. And what you basically want to do once you have placed one layer of quartz slabs all the way around the top of the inside, you want to keep repeating this. So joining together in the corners, going around and around and around, half a row at a time. We're using quartz slabs, specifically quartz slabs. We're not using quartz blocks for this. And just going around and around, just creating a circle kind of shape like this. Eventually you'll end up where you can't really go around per se. It's more like a plus shape, and that is where this ends. But it actually looks perfectly fine. Very, very simple to make. And I mean, it looks a little weird now, but trust me, we're going to make it look way better. So what we're going to do, so when it comes to the entrance is on the front. I'm sure that you guys know where you want the front of this to be. We want to have a door right in the middle here, and you can just place it like right in the middle of your build. You can place 2 block of quartz left and right. You can place a block of quartz above the door, and then quartz stairs left and right of the door like that. I would highly recommend grabbing a red nether brick slab and destroying the front top center quartz slab here, replacing it with red, and doing the same on the left side like this. Just because there is some like character writing on the actual build, we can't replicate that, so we're just placing a bit of red there. On the left side of the build here, we are going to take the top row of the side off here. We're going to replace it with quartz stairs, and we're going to place glass underneath. To give the glass something to grip onto, I would recommend placing something on the inside of the left and right, like this. And you can see this provides a nice bit of shape to the build. In addition to this, the build actually has a chimney, weirdly enough. I'd recommend placing it in the back left-hand corner of this plus shape. You're going to want to form a solid quartz block here, and then stick a campfire on top of it, and it actually sort of perfectly replicates exactly what we want to have going on. Now that we have done the igloo part of this, I know it's not an igloo, I know it's kind of like a little house made at like the capsule court, but it's, you know, it just looks like an igloo pretty much. We want to use our oak wood, and we want to come to the front right hand side-ish of our build, and specifically like right here, so in front of like the long row of quartz. We want to place 1, 2, 3 oak woods in this position. So just to kind of give you a good look at that. Place a spruce slab on the ground going right of the oak, and then place an oak wood right of the slab. Extend up by 2, right 2, down to the ground. Place a door inside of the empty space. Place a spruce wood slab on the ground next to the door going right, and 3 oak wood extending up from the ground like this next to the spruce. You can join the oak wood together at the top using some spruce wood also. In addition to this, on top of the 3 middle blocks that basically encapsulate the width of the door, you can place some, not block of quartz, white concrete. You can place white concrete on top like this. We're going to swing around now, and we are going to make pretty much the dimensions of the house so we can have it all filled in. We're going to take the bottom of the frame here and extend it backwards by 7 spruce wood slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You should notice it is even with the back of the igloo. I'm going to keep calling it the igloo. We're going to stick an oak wood on the end and extend up by 3. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to extend to the right by 5 using spruce wood slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can actually do the same from the bottom as well. Place a row of oak wood on the ends of these slabs that are the same height. So, like, bottom to top, it's pretty much the exact same height like this. And then flip over to the back of the build right here. On the back of the build, we want to take the bottom row of oak, and we want to place 12 spruce slabs going right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just like that. We are then going to stick an oak wood on the end, extend it up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Going to take a sideways view, and we are pretty much going to copy what we have over there. So that means placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slabs coming from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slabs coming from the top, and then placing a row of oak wood that kind of like joins together like so. And that is perfect, ladies and gentlemen. That is pretty much the entire frame of the house. What you can do is place white concrete inside of the entire frame. So if you just place white concrete behind, say, all of the spruce wood like this, then you kind of get an idea of like where the walls are going to be. Oh, and also here too. But basically, we're just going to be filling in all of the areas that we've just made. So, like, if you take a look from the outside, you can see these quite clearly need filling in with white concrete. This little area here needs filling in with white concrete as well. The same can be said for this right side. You only have to fill 2 rows in here. These 2 rows, and then this area here is actually a little bit bigger. The house is kind of segmented into 3, actually. We've got the igloo, we've got the large part of the house, and we have the smaller part of the house. It's completely weird, to be quite honest, but we want to fill the entire thing in using our white concrete, just like this, and yeah, that'll look pretty good. So from the outside, as long as all of the empty space has kind of like been filled in with white concrete, we should be good. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, like, that looks a little bit weird. I'm not sure why we've just filled all of that in. It almost seems a little bit random. Well, now that we're going to add the roof, and the roof is dead simple, let's start with the big part of the roof. It's made out of spruce wood slabs. You want to place spruce wood extending outwards, like left and right here. At the back of the build, like on the left side and the right side towards the front and the back, you want to place spruce wood slabs on the outer part of the frame, extend them towards you, and then extend them in and up, in and up, in and up. So it's a very, very simple roof system. It will look exactly like this. And you want to place underneath the 2 roof parts. You'll have to do this in 2 different places. You'll have to do it here so that you can place some white concrete just in this position here, and you'll also have to do the same thing over here as well. You'll just need to place some white concrete. You don't even have to do that right now, but you will want to anyway when you get to the point, because when you've filled in the roof, which is exactly what we're going to do now, all you got to do is, once you've done that to one side, do it to the other side as well. And then once you have done it to the other side, you'll be like, hey, this all joins together rather nicely. And it does. So you'll just want to have this, right? So you can see that joins to there. And if you do the same thing at the front of the build as well with the actual, like, with this, you place the spruce wood slabs again, extending inwards and upwards until you eventually reach the top, just like this. It'll actually join rather naturally down to the igloo as well. And the only conundrum is the fact that we will have to join both parts of the roof together. So we'll just have to join this part of the roof here to the roof on the back. But it's actually no problem. It's not actually too hard whatsoever. So like if you focus primarily on, if you do the back part of the roof first, and it's going to be easier. I haven't included this. Part of the roof is actually spruce wood planks. So it's easier to place the planks and then all of the slabs around it. Dead easy way to make a roof. Very, very easy. My favorite kind of roof as well. I've kind of moved away from stairs roofs. They're not as fun to make, honestly. I like these a lot better. I think that they look better. They look a bit more natural. The stairs almost look a little bit too pointy. There is still a place for stairs, obviously, but, you know, in specific builds. But for the most part, I like these a lot better. So there you go. Like, if you join the back part of the roof together, and then if you do the same sort of thing, like if you extend the front roof and try and connect it, and a good thing as well about the slabs is, as you extend the slabs backwards, like if we start down here, extend the slabs backwards, it just all kind of goes. It goes rather nicely. So like here, for instance, like where these two blocks wouldn't join, just chuck another slab there. It's almost like Play-Doh or like building putty or something. Like it just all goes together nicely, no matter what you kind of do to it. So yeah, that's most of the house actually complete. The house is missing a few details. Number one, we have one window on the back left side of the build here. It's basically just going to slot right into the middle of the wall, and it's going to be made out of light blue glass. So it fits rather nicely. I've also opted to add another one to the opposite side over here. I don't actually know if there is legitimately one here, but you know, I've added one anyways. And what else does the house have? The house has a couple more things. Not a load, but a couple more things. Let's grab the stuff that we need. So we'll need block of quartz. We'll need the stone brick wall. We'll need a little bit of chiseled quartz. We'll need wooden shovel. Any shovel will do, actually. We need a post box, oak fence, red concrete, oak trap doors. And we're also going to plant a tree. So that's going to be an oak sapling and some bone meal. So, chimneys. There are 3 of them. 4 if you count the igloo. So one of the chimneys has to be on the front right-hand side-ish here. So it kind of fades towards the back, and I've opted to place it about here. And it's just going to be 2 rows of block of quartz, kind of like here, a 2x2 square just before this roof kind of connects, with stone brick wall on top. So it actually wants to be visible from this position. You only have to about see the top of the chimney. We have another chimney as well, believe it or not. This other chimney is towards the middle left-ish top of the roof. You can line it up if you like with like where the door is here, like if you follow the door back and come all the way up to the almost the top, and if you place some quartz block and some stone brick wall kind of like in this position. These positionings don't have to be perfect, but you know, similar, the more similar the better. And then towards the back of the build as well, like right in the back corner of the build, we're actually going to place a chimney that kind of like extends all the way up from the ground. It's going to break through the roof, and it's actually going to be 1 row higher. That's another thing. I should have mentioned that. So, the first chimney, as you can see, is the smallest chimney. We have 2 rows. The second chimney is taller than that chimney, and the third chimney is taller than that chimney. So they all gradually go 1 row higher than each other. That's kind of important. Smallest, middle, largest. That's kind of how it goes. There's also a post box for the build that's going to start right in the front left-hand corner of the grid, and it's basically it's a red post box, so a fence, red concrete, and an oak trap door in front of it looks perfect. And there is a rather large tree somewhere to the right middle of the build, so you know that's an optional detail whether you want to add it or not, but I've just added a tree. So this is the kind of view that you mostly see the house from. I keep coming back to this view because that's mostly what you do get to see the house from. So making sure that it's right from this sort of perspective, the perspective that you would see it from the most, very important indeed. And all that would be left is to add a little doormat. There's like a little doormat or step up in front of the house. 3 chiseled quartz in front of the main entrance will look just fine. And there's also a little bit of a path around the build as well. So I'm going to get rid of the concrete, I'll add the path, and I'll show you what it looks like. But once we've done that, so this, ladies and gentlemen, is what Goku's house should look like once it has been 100% fully completed. As you can see, I got rid of all of the concrete and I added a small path in front of the house just to kind of highlight the 2 main entrances. And that's it. That is the whole build complete. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did and you're new around here, please do consider subscribing to the channel and clicking that little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. And not only that, if you do want to check out any other cartoon related builds by me, that's huge, then please check out the card system, description below, and the top of the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.